Different players, including 5 freshmen, have made goals this season for a team top 20 in the country in both goals and points. It's a similar story for Washington, right?
Everyone for coming. It's your unwavering support, and just throughout this season. Obviously, some highs, some lows, but the one thing that is just we're an absolute family, and you guys are a part of that, and we appreciate you guys so much. We're on to I think our 4th season now. We had non-conference, conference, big tournament, and now we're on the NCAAs, and so we hope you guys will continue this ride with us. Thank you guys.
Coach, don't go away. We never get to do this because you guys know the way the season ends. Like a lot of times, everyone just goes poof. But one, let's give the Big Ten Coach of the Year a big round of
I can. Oh, thank you. That means more than like what draw we get. That the girls actually enjoy what I wear. I will do a speech for this one, and it's not about me. I think that we all know leaders are smart enough. They just surround themselves with not just great coaches but great people. The staff is unbelievable. They're amazing. Cole, Kari, Mary, who just had a baby. She's sort of like a birthday. Doctors over here. We have our strength and conditioning coach, Thresher, our athletic trainer, our team doctor. There's just the supportive people, Nina, our administrator, Anthony, our academic advisor. I would not be up here if it wasn't for just the people that wrap their arms around our women and help them be successful, or at least put them in a position to be proud of what they're putting into it. And so that's the speech. The last one I'll finish with is we try to bring in amazing women into our program that have incredible values and integrity, and this team represents and embodies all those values. So thank you to these girls, thank you to everyone, and just everyone in the room. Again, I can't extend enough appreciation to you guys. And you, Pat.
Oh, no.
Don't worry about that.
Hey, we gotta allow our staff to congratulate the Big Ten regular season champs and tournament champs real fast. On behalf behalf of all of us, just thank you for bringing home a championship. Whether you guys know it or not, you guys represent the best of us, period. What you guys had to go through this year is like insurmountable. It's even hard to process even to this day. But you also remind us there's so many great things about what you guys did. And I just want to remind you guys of one thing. Like when you guys get into this, and it's like we're all in this because we love sport. And when you guys were kids, you got into this because you love soccer. And then the long road of life, you just decided you love the work. And then when you be a part of a team like what Coach has, you decide you love the process. But you win championships because you love each other. And you reminded us of that, which you guys did. So thank you guys, and go Hawks. Thank you to have.
Coach, how are you feeling?
There's a lot. We just got back last night to obviously just amazing support. So I think it's the combination of just gratitude gratitude for all the people that are just wrapping their arms around our team and our just the program, our players. So there's a lot of joy in that to be part of something bigger. And as well as just working through the loss of Mia. And so I think as a group, it just shows how much they love each other and how much they care about each other to stick together during times like this. So.
Can you just talk about just the strength of your team during, especially just the past week, and how were they able to compartmentalize?
Yes, I think one of the things about this season was that I think organically happened is that it wasn't about one game, and I think that sports are sports, and you can win, you can lose, you can draw, and ultimately it was just about her connection, spending time with her, and then ultimately no result is going to define her impact on this team, her strength, and it was again the same on Sunday, right? We knew that she would want us to show up. We were going to bring our best, and however that result went, the goal was to be proud of ourselves and to play for her, and ultimately, again, the result doesn't define how much we love her and how much a part of everything that we do is.
If you could put into words, what does playing for Mia mean?
Oh, wow. I think, you can, again, when you take results outside of sports, right? I think we talked about just like her strength, her resilience, her joy. And we also talked about her humor. There's moments where we laugh at, things she would say or things that she would do. And she was a competitor. She was an unbelievable goalkeeper. But she was an exceptional teammate and roommate and friend. And so I think when you look at this team, we're going to draw on all those aspects because it's family, it's love, it's connections, it's relationships, and I think a lot of people are impacted by cancer, and I think that's what we can all learn from that is just the touch points that we can have with other people and wrapping our arms around everyone, Mia, our team, and those who are also impacted by cancer.
It really seems like family's kind of at the centerfold of everything you do. You hear it in your huddle. What is it about this aspect of family that has made you so successful?
Yeah, family, and I look at family as like a loose term sometimes because, everyone has their true family. And I think what we get to do is we get to define the roles in our family, and we get to define what our family is like. And so it's valuing every individual. It's bringing their ability to bring their authentic self. It's their ability to hold each other accountable. It's their ability to do hard things together, to pursue greatness. And I think it's just that unconditional love of we do it for each other. We celebrate each other. One of the really cool stories about yesterday, and the stories that not everyone gets to see or hear, is when we laid out our lineup for penalties. I think a lot of people would look on the sideline and be like, why isn't Kelsey in there? Or why isn't Kolo in there? And they're naming all these players that have had, play every single minute for us. And when I went through the lineup, we have some players that trained and were really great at penalties and were willing to step up, which comes with its own set of pressure in that moment to win a Big Ten tournament title. But the momentum that was created when I named each kid that was going was unbelievable, and that was the point where we knew that Tanner was going to come up big, and then we also knew that their belief and their trust in all their teammates really shined through. And I think that's something that we're always going to celebrate, is just each individual on this team and the impact that they make regardless of minutes played. And I think when you can contribute to something like that, then you're going to buy in, and you're going to work really hard, and you're going to in those moments special things are going to happen. And I do believe that was a special moment for this team.
Do you think that this is a galvanizing thing for this team, and especially to be able to host a game here this weekend? Do you feel like this university is really kind of just all united right now?
Yeah, one of our, we have several goals throughout the year, and one of them is to win a Big Ten title. And then we did that. We were like, okay, we want to win a Big Ten tournament title, and we just keep adding on our goals. However, we haven't hosted a home game, tournament game, since I've been here, and we've attended them. Our men have done it, and I think that was our goal. Is like we want to play in front of our fans, at home at Husky Soccer Stadium. So that was a big part of our draw. Is to, you don't know what seed you're gonna get. Last year we were probably last called in, so that was a goal this year, is to play a home game, a home playoff game.
Not just it being a goal, but what are your expectations for the game itself, given everything that's taken place this year?
Yeah, I think like everything, I think one of the things that we try to do a good job is, we have to intuitively follow the lead of the team. And where Thursday night and Friday were foggy and emotionally, exhausting, physically from the game, emotionally, everything. I think we have good conversations and try to meet them where they are. And then, you almost need permission. You need permission to get ready for the next one. And so these kids they wanted to play that game. There wasn't going to be a question. There wasn't a question whether Mia wanted us to play that game. And so I think having that experience doing that, their ability to say, okay, this is, not so much compartmentalized, but this is where we want to be, and this is what we want to do. We want to do this for each other and want to do it for her, is very powerful. And so we're taking 2 days off, much deserved. Staff is taking 2 days off. Hopefully our opponents aren't listening. But I think ultimately we have to all fill our cups. We have to get some rest. We have to go to school. All the little things that make us more natural and more human. And then I think we'll come together on Wednesday. We'll celebrate all the great things. We do that every single week. We had a shutout while we were on the road, I think, right? We had a shutout against Illinois. We'll celebrate with a brick. We have some all-tournament things to celebrate, all the amazing people that have supported us. We start every week like that. And then we shift gears and we're like, okay, it's time to stop retweeting and liking and sharing, and it's time to focus on the next game. And so that won't happen till Wednesday, though, because it's not time for that right now. So, but it will happen, and they'll be ready. And we hope we'd love to have a sellout. We want everyone there. The support's been amazing, but at the same time, this is an exceptional soccer team, and I know they cannot wait to be performing on Friday night here at Husky Soccer Stadium.
Obviously played a lot of minutes for this program. Can you speak to how special this run has been for you guys?
It's been absolutely amazing. I think it's just a testament to how hard we've worked. My freshman season coming in, a lot of us girls had not really seen the field a lot with such an older group, and just kind of building that along as we've gone each year, and just seeing how much we've actually built from start. We weren't, I would say, as strong of a team as we are this year throughout, and it's been really great, obviously, to have such similar players that have stayed within our program. A lot of my fellow classmates have all been here for the 4 years or at least 3 years. So just building that consistency and getting to create chemistry with so many people on this team consistently has just been, I feel like, a testament to our run and how great we've done this season. It's been amazing.
You speak to the chemistry part. Family is obviously a big theme here. Can you speak to the family that this group has created and how you see it play out day in and day out?
Yeah, I mean, it's we talk about it all the time. Family is such a broad term. Everyone's family is different, but we wanted to create a space to where when we're coming here, we know what our family looks like. What does family mean to us? It means showing up for each other every single day, having hard conversations with each other, holding each other accountable so that when we step foot in the locker room, on the field, we have this environment of feeling as if we belong. We all belong. We're all together. We're all going to be for and with one another.
You've needed to kind of rely on family a lot in this past week. Can you talk about the strength that you found in family in this past week, and has it helped you find even more success, and how will it help you in the games to come?
I think it's just this past week and throughout the entire season, it's everything that has happened with Mia has brought us so close together. I don't know if maybe we would have been as successful if we hadn't had to lean on each other. And I think I'm so grateful that this week, as everything was unraveling, that we were all together. I'm not sure what I would have done if I didn't have my family there with me, the coaches, the teammates, just immediately with each other. And I know we talk about we're kind of on these trips forced to be with each other every single second of the day, but I think that's exactly what we needed. It was great to keep us just grounded, and like I was talking about, the family, like I really felt it.
Can you talk about how you were able to compartmentalize what was happening off the field and then go on the field and perform what you did?
Yeah, I think just for me personally, I'm not one to really show too much emotion all the time, and so having been in that situation, having shown all of my feelings, in front of everyone, it definitely was a vulnerable space, something I have not been in before. But just like I said, knowing that I had my teammates there with me and Nicole giving us a space to feel everything, I don't think she wanted us to compartmentalize the first day too, that we had found everything out. I think it was important for her to let us know, like, we can show that, we can show all of our emotion, we can feel everything. But as the days went on, she knows we're such a competitive group. We love to play, and so kind of just that reminder, okay, get in the mindset, let's flip the switch, but just know your feelings are very valid. However you're feeling on the day, she asked us straight out, do you guys want to play on Sunday? And she kind of laughed because she's like, I think I know the answer to that, because we were all like, of course we do, of course we want to play, because I think I wanted to play for Mia on Sunday, and the rest of my teammates did as well.
What does it mean to play for Mia?
I think Mia specifically was just in love with the game, and I really admired her for that. I think it's hard when you're playing this sport throughout your entire life. You sometimes forget what that love feels like, and you're just going through the motions of work. And so having her be that person to kind of remind me of how special it really is and how fun it really is, just made me bring back my love for the game. And I think just playing for her meant me also knowing that she was with me and my team throughout the entire game. I felt her presence, and it was just so special. I mean, going into PKs, I was like, it had to be PKs, of course, for her. And just leaving the field too, the sky was absolutely beautiful and lit up in orange, and I think that was just her good job to us, and she's there for us. So yeah, it's great.
Anything else for Kelsey?
Oh yeah, one more question. Just can you talk a little bit about, you had like such a grand reception when you all got back to campus. Can you speak about that, and just like, yeah, you have your family as your team, but what about just the family in this community? And then they're actually going to be able to support you for this next game as well. What does that mean to you?
It was so special. I mean, I have never experienced, like, that was top 10 moments for me. and we kind of pulled up on the bus, and I was like, oh, is there really going to be that many people here? Like, it's late on a Sunday night, and I was very emotional just seeing all my friends, all the teammates throughout UW, a lot of my friends that aren't in the sports community, all there for us, the band, like everyone. It was just such a great experience, and I was just overwhelmed but so happy, and it's just a testament to how much the UW community has been there for Mia, but they've also been there for us, and know that it's extremely difficult what we've been going through, but just their support has been absolutely amazing, and just coming home after being gone for so long was just, I think, really what we needed.
Yeah. Yes. Now I am. Yep. Okay.
Colo, you, like Kelsey, have played a lot of minutes for this program. Can you speak to this run and everything you guys have accomplished so far this year?
Yeah, no, I definitely am just so grateful to be a part of this team and this legacy that we've been leaving throughout the season. I think it's been a collective team effort and just coming together, whether we're up, whether we're down, no matter what it is, we're just coming together as a family and making sure that we're all bringing our best. So I think that's what's been leading us in through the season.
I feel like the defense has been such a big part of this program the last few years. You're obviously a big part of that. Can you speak to just how you guys have been an anchor back there for this program as it's made this run?
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a collective effort, and the buy-in that this team has had has been insane to watch. Like, just the growth of us all throughout the past 4 years that I've been here. Everyone's want to defend, and everyone knowing that this is something that we have been working on for the past 3 years, and just like continuing to put the work in, like every single game has been like amazing. And obviously, like, our goalkeepers, like Mia had such a big part of it last year, and then Tanner stepping in and just helping play a big part of that, and like not filling those shoes necessarily, but also just like kind of molding into what the program needs. And so I just a testament to everyone's collective hard work.
How has this past week been as far as just being able to kind of compartmentalize your feelings off the field versus being able to play at that top level?
Yeah, it's definitely been hard, but I think I've had a lot of support, just not only from the team, but the staff and everyone around in the community, my family, my friends. Just being able to lean on them has been super nice. I'm really not one to like show my emotions like that or anything like that, so I feel like I definitely am one of those people who will hide it better than others, which sometimes isn't good. But I mean, I've been dealing with it on my own and like leaning on my friends and just everyone who's wanted to support, so it's definitely been hard, but also easier said than done, I guess you could say.
Yeah, sure. I know this whole team has been playing for Mia, and both saying they've been playing for Mia first, and also it's just in your hearts. What does it mean to play for Mia?
Honestly, just for me in every game, she was such a light in all aspects of life, and so just being able to bring the fight and the hunger and the love for the game that she always had is something that I tried to like mirror. She was always someone that even when she was on the sideline this year, I would always go to her right at halftime and be like, hey, like, what do you see? What are you looking for? So just like trying to carry on her knowledge of the game and her passion that she had throughout everything. So.
Kelsey spoke about her love for the game as well. Do you feel like the team's kind of rallied behind that love that she had and kind of continue it in your own ways? And if you have, has that brought you success?
1,000%. I think in game, even in this Michigan State game, we were all like, look, like, we have to play for another 20 minutes, and if it comes down to that, like, we know Mia would have wanted to give 1,000%, so just know that, like, we have more to give, and like we always have more to give because of her in us. And so I think with that, like, just our team rallying together and like believing that has like really helped us obviously accomplish what we have.
What's it mean for you guys that you'll be able to play here at home in light of everything that's taken place, just to be back at your home stadium playing in front of these fans?
Honestly, so amazing. We haven't obviously played in postseason here since I've been here, and so I think just like having the community support and the love that we have like throughout everyone in Seattle, honestly, and just like across the nation, has been super supportive. And so obviously playing at home, like, it's just something big. So, and it might be my last home game at Husky Stadium, so I'm really excited.
The family aspect has been so big for this program, obviously. Can you speak to how you've seen the family, part of this program play out throughout the course of the year and obviously really recently?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year, I felt like our support system has just been amazing. From finding out the news to when Mia was diagnosed with cancer to obviously her journey of battling cancer, I felt we were just supporting all aspects, from our coaches to our trainers and our just staff and academic supporters, advisors, and all of that. So we're truly blessed to have such a big support system, and truly grateful for our community, because when people say like it takes a village, it truly does take a village, and we do have a really great village, and I'm just super grateful for everyone.
Speaking to that village part, how exciting is it to be able to come home, play a home match after, being on the road for a little bit with the tournament and everything?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm excited for our team and just to be back at home and, not only just play for each other, but play for Mia, because, it's more than a game, and I'm just super excited to be back at home and to see our support system. When we got off the bus from arriving from St. Louis, just showed us how much we were loved and how many people do support us. And so I'm excited to just go out on the field and have fun back at home and remind us and our support system and our fans that we're playing for something much bigger.
Yes, Samantha, can you kind of talk me through just the emotions of when you guys heard your name called and knew that you guys were going to be hosting this game here after everything you've been through this week?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, we're super blessed to just be able to host a home game for the national tournament, and I'm just so grateful to do it with this team and with this group, Team 35. And it's very exhilarating, very grateful, very honoring, and it gives us more motivation, because we've worked so hard for everything we've done this season we've earned, and we're not done yet.
So, Coach talked a lot about first getting the rest that you guys need, but then what's the focus for you guys? Is there anything on the forefront of your mind in terms of what the competition will bring this weekend?
Yeah, we always make sure to focus on one game at a time, not to get too ahead of ourselves in the bracket, and take each day on its own as we're going through this experience that we are right now, just keeping our support systems close, our family close, friends close, and really focusing on our mental and physical health, because it does take a big role in how we're going to show up this Friday. And so just taking each day by its own and just continuing to better ourselves individually so we can come collectively together as a group to perform at our best on Friday.
Have you seen the offense sort of play out? I know the defense is such a big part of this program,
yes.
But seeing Buck and Holden Reed,
Yes.
obviously yourself, chip in throughout the course of the year. Just can you speak to the offensive attack for this program and how it's helped you guys get to this point?
Mm-hmm. A lot of kudos to our defense, of course. They say offense wins games, defense wins championships. So I got to give a shout out to our back line, amazing players, and to our front line as well. We may, me, Buck, Kalea, and Holden Reed, we may be starters, but our team has so much depth that I have confidence in each and every single one of us to step onto the field and perform at our best, and just to have that talent and versatility, and just to be able to cover for each other's strengths and weaknesses is so huge. And so I'm super grateful for our offense, and to just continue to gain that chemistry throughout the year has been so awesome, amazing on and off the field. And so I'm truly grateful to work with the girls that I do up front and to score goals and to celebrate with each other.
How are you guys going to be celebrating?
Today?
Yeah, the next 2 days.
Oh my gosh. I mean, celebrating by we're getting massages, massage therapy, so I'm so excited for that. So that's our one first celebration. Just, I don't know. I think just being together and just kind of soaking it all in, kind of realizing how far we've come and how much we've accomplished is just amazing itself. So I think we're still kind of in awe by that. And just taking each day by day and not taking any of it for granted, because we're living in the history right now. So I think it's kind of crazy, but yeah.
To go back to the goal part can you talk about the emotions of a penalty shootout? Obviously this program went through it last year, a different part of the postseason, but just what do you think about during a penalty shootout, let alone in a championship game?
Yeah, penalties is definitely something that is, I feel, more mental than physical. So for what we went through throughout the weekend, it definitely took a lot of mental strength. But through the grace of God, I feel like we just had a really strong foundation within that and a lot of confidence within each other, and especially within Tanner, because Tanner loves loves PKs, and a lot of goalkeepers and a lot of players are just no, we don't want to do PKs. But seeing the confidence in Tanner definitely impacted us as well for those who are taking the penalties. And it was definitely nerve-wracking, but I had a lot of faith in my teammates, I had a lot of faith in Tanner, and a lot of confidence going into it.
Samia just talked to us about how excited you were for penalties. What goes into that? Is it just a confidence thing? How do you approach that? Because obviously, last postseason, I know it wasn't you in goal, but this program's been through penalties, been through the stressful moments like that. What goes into your head for something like that?
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm a little bit crazy for it, but penalties have always been probably my favorite part of the game. Thinking about it, there's really not a lot of pressure on the goalkeeper. The PK taker is supposed to score their PK, so when you save it, it's huge. So I think just going into it, knowing that like the pressure is on the forward and that you have to have confidence, and that's kind of how I've always approached it. It's really exciting getting into those moments because you make the big saves and everyone gets hyped, and then it just brings a lot of energy.
There was a lot of parallels drawn between your PK shootout and Mia's last year. Did you kind of feel her in that moment and just feel her in the game?
Yeah, I think we all felt her throughout the entire game, especially when it went to PKs. She's always taken a lot of pride and had a very similar mentality going into PKs as I have. So I've learned a lot from her in those moments, and I could definitely feel her presence with me in those.
How else was the team kind of feeling her presence throughout this weekend? And again, also, what does it mean to play for Mia?
Yeah, I think it was really emotional in terms of finding out just the night after our semifinal game. But we just thought about her and what she would want for us, and we knew that she would want us to be happy and to celebrate her life more than mourn it. So obviously we all dealt with it in our own ways, but I think the way we approached it was to just like celebrate her and like do everything we could to just make her proud, because we knew she was watching us and we knew she was there in our hearts throughout the entire thing.
Nicole said that you were giving yourselves permission to continue to play and giving yourself permission to feel all of your feelings. Was that important?
Yeah, I think that was a really important thing, and that was something I primarily did the first night we found out. I let myself feel all the emotions, I let myself cry, I let myself let everything out, and then the next day it was like go time, and we obviously kept her in our hearts throughout it all, and we were like, we're gonna do this for Mia. It was in every conversation, in the locker room, on the field, like it was in every one of our conversations, but we really just said, hey, we're in this to compete, we've made it this far, we're in the Big Ten finals, and we're gonna win for her.
How do you continue to give yourself permission this week?
Yeah, I think just continuing off of that, at the beginning of the season, we had our mindset on conference championship, which we did. And then after that, we had our mindset on the tournament championship. And then we did that. So now just keeping our eyes on the NCAA tournament. We got a really good draw today. So we're excited for that. And just keeping her in our hearts through it all is going to be huge for us.
What went through your mind when you saw the screen? You guys saw that you were hosting.
Yeah.
You had Montana, that you're here on this weekend. What was the emotion at that moment?
I think it was really exciting to be able to play in our own stadium. Also having Montana, that's a really exciting thing. But just a new team that we haven't faced before, that's always exciting. And then having our Husky fan base to support us, they've been huge throughout this all. So we really appreciate them and we're grateful for their presence. So that's going to be big for us.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, how about them Huskies?
Ooh, purple and gold, baby.
Yeah. When are you going to watch all those away games, though?
All those away games. There are a lot of them, and I was hoping to come to Rough and Tumble because this is the home of Circling Saddle Sports. If that's okay with you.
I think that's a great idea. Hope to see you all here.